Someone beat me in Drifter? Let me... Oh. Sorry Mario, give me a sec. Let's see. Leaderboards, feat scores. Oh, is it Drifter? I don't think he's beaten me. I'm gonna be real. Hey everyone, welcome back. Now next up in our Liberation series is Vis Electra. Now this is our first military base in the series, and most likely the first military base one will liberate in their campaign. It has plenty of stuff in it, befitting military base. Not just like a town or a outpost or anything. Military bases are jam-packed. It has 2 circuit breakers, 1 core electrical unit, 14 standard fuel tanks, 2 satellite dishes, 5 transformers, and 2 turbine blocks with 4 turbines each, 8 turbines in total. Now, that's not actually that much, given how most military bases are, but I mean, this is the tutorial quote-unquote military base in the tutorial province. So, don't want people getting overwhelmed by a large, complex military base. As large as this is, it's pretty small for how military bases go. Only thing really complex about it is, well, it's one of the only power stations in Medici, like actual big power stations, which is weird. It's supposed to be self-sufficient, but there's no other, like, actually big power stations. And B, that means that there are turbines. Now, turbines are relatively rare chaos objects. You'll see more of them later, but they're behind those blast doors. So, getting to them will be a little bit of a pickle. It also has a SAM unit, so be careful about flying aircraft in, like this one. Alright. First things first is I like to go over here and take this helicopter out of commission. Because I've had occurrences in the past where the people around here will commandeer the helicopter and take it after you. So I just like to cut that off at the pass. Next, I like to take control of the SAM system. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it's what I like to do. In case they bring another helicopter in, which I've also seen before. I don't exactly know how the helicopter spawning works. I believe another one spawns in... Yeah, I was just explaining that. I believe another helicopter spawns in if you steal that helicopter. That one over there. So, well, just take over the SAM system, give yourself a reasonable degree of safety. Did I actually get that? Yeah. Getting shot takes you out of the hacking. Yeah, I'm aware. Let me show you how easy it is to shoot these control boxes. One mag. Embarrassing. Let's see. Bullets. Are we lucky, and do we have a... No. I'm looking for a Vidova light machine gun. You'll see why in just a little bit. I'll explain why in just a little bit. Let me see if the other ammunition cache in this base has one. One thing that... Oh, it doesn't have one. Oh well. It has RPG ammo though. One thing that a lot of people might not know about Just Cause is that these weapons caches, every single run that you do, the contents of them are randomized. That's pretty neat. So now these are the circuit breakers. You need them to open the blast doors, as what's-her-face mentioned before. A commentator lady who I don't like. You just press the buttons with a generous timer. Very generous.
That did it. The turbine's vulnerable now.
And now here are the turbines. They've opened up these two doors and the doors over there, and given you a generous timer to destroy them. Now, they take a lot of punishment. You can't really use a grapple to destroy them, so you just gotta shoot them a bunch. The Vidova machine gun that I mentioned before is the most efficient tool, well, handheld tool for doing so, if you don't want to use explosives. But any other assault rifle will do the trick. Or any gun, rather, but assault rifles and machine guns are the most efficient method. Just get a lot of bullets downrange. I remember when I found out about this ammo box trick. It was crazy. Now the not ammo box. Power box, or this is. Now the power box on these ones is on the other side, which is kind of annoying, but you can get around it easy enough. This is really just a waste of rockets, but I saw that there were rockets over there. I thought that shooting that box works. Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, let me just go up in the air and show you something. Just for ease of use and peace of mind, starting from here, the base is circular, so I like to do just a loop, destroying absolutely everything in my path so that I don't have to, you know, search for that one thing, where exactly that one thing is that I've missed. That's usually a good rule of thumb for other military bases as well, as they're oftentimes built in a circular method. So as you'll see, I went through, even though the timer is counting down for these turbine doors, it's a generous timer. So, went through destroying this stuff on the way. Yada yada. And also make sure you get the satellite dishes. I oftentimes forget about that. Also, you don't have to kill the enemies, they'll just all go away, but I mean, it's still fun too, and it stops them from getting overwhelming. This is, you're only fighting base level enemies, so they can't really overwhelm you, and their bullets basically do nothing. But, well, what's the point of a shooter game if you're not shooting things, eh? Should I disable these and go around? Yeah. I have plenty of time. One other method for doing this sort of area is to get one of these cars, the ones with the MG turrets on top, and just switching between driving and the MG turret. Also, by the way, destroying a core electrical unit will most likely, take out the circuit breakers. So, pro tip, you don't have to do that. The explosion of the core electrical unit will take it out for you. Alright. There we go. We've liberated Vis Electra, and with that, we've also liberated Baya province as a whole. We've unlocked Lighthouse Blast, a Crash Bomb challenge, a Cavern Tour, a Wingsuit challenge, and Salvors a sprint, a vehicle challenge, as well as helicopter frenzy, a destroy everything challenge, a destruction challenge, whatever. And as said, province liberated. Thank you, I'll see ya. Anyway, that was about it. Big jump in difficulty from like Manea and Guardia Alpha to this. You'll most likely first run through have some difficulty with it if you're just, you know, still figuring out the controls, yada yada. But overall, one of the easier military bases. Anyway, not much more to say about that. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video.